Hey folks, good day. Okay, these guys, on the last one you were in a hurry. I could feel your haste, so abbreviated. We were talking about trucks, and my daughter made me think that I had forgotten a few. Some of them were important ones. The one before this beauty here was identical to this. It was I think 3 years younger. It was a Tahoe. A little story. You guys have time for a story? And I'm gonna try and not to get too aggressive. These trucks are worth end of the day, okay? Like this one costs, I think, 50,000 out of the dealer, not tax included. That just, anyways. The other one before that, the Tahoe, it was green, not blue, but that was the only difference. This truck is identical to the other one, okay? What was wrong? Okay, there's two things that were wrong. The last thing that was wrong with it is the rear end was going. Same thing that happened to this one. See, when they work, I make my trucks work, and when they work hard, these are just I think 8.25, the crown in the rear end, and they're not made to, they're not a workhorse. They're well, they used to call them the rancher's Cadillac, in the day, but they weren't made to work hard. They were just, they're a nice machine on the highway. Like, you'll be cruising at a decent speed, and there's enough torque in them. But anyways, that's not the problem. The problem was in the front. On the driver's side, the axle in the front differential, the seal was leaking, and it was still under warranty, So I bring that to the dealer, and the dealer says, well, you have to leave it here. So it was all of about a week at the dealer. So during this week, I go to see the truck. I had another car. I think I had my wife's car, and I go to see the truck. They got the front end in on a bench in the garage at the dealership. They had cut the axle. They had cut the axle with the cutting torch, okay? But between the flange and the housing, the front end housing, there's about that much. So guess what the housing, the aluminum, looked like? Anyways, I tore a strip off those guys. We won't. I tore a strip off the guy, but I didn't know all of the damage they had done. I pull out of there, and I'm going to my daughter's place, which is 5.5 hours from here, and I end up at her place, and I see a bit of a puddle of oil, and right where the axle goes into the housing, says, that thing's still leaking. So I go, there's a GM dealer up there, so I go there. The guys, they take that apart. They took it out, and he says, we're not touching this. He says, who worked on that? I says, dealership in Ottawa. He says, you better bring it to them. He says, the warranty won't cover that. He says, they melted the housing, and they had put epoxy or some kind of goop in there. Some probably a 2-part epoxy or something, liquid metal. I don't know what they use, but anyways, they had burnt the housing and they had patched it up, eh? So, anyways, I just didn't bother, eh? I said, that's it. I was working up the valley here, and anyways, I don't want to get into further story than that. But these dealers, like, like they never let you in the garage. They say it's your insurance purposes, and you gotta sit and drink coffee, read the paper, and look at the TV. What's going on in the garage? They don't want you to see it. It's because some of these these mechanics, some of these mechanics, they're still learning, eh? And some of these, they're not all as competent as others. There's first in the class and there's the last in the class, eh? And some of these last in the class, if you get to work on your vehicle, you'll be sorry. But anyways, I don't want to get into a gripe thing this morning. Another vehicle I forgot about. I had one. One of my buddies was a sketch artist. He had, I had painted it. It's the same body as this. I forget the year now. It must have been around 86, 88. It was just before the Tao, okay? And I had painted it white, and it was nice. It was a nice truck, nice wheels on it and everything. And it was in the days, I forget, I don't remember the year, but it was in the days of Dale Earnhardt, Heartbeat of America, because I had got like a big, like he had drawn and painted with the airbrush, and it was, I don't have a picture of that. If I would, I'd show you. But it was, the whole tailgate was painted like that, and there was a small Heartbeat of America written on the. I was proud to own a GM then. It was white. The truck looked good. And okay, the biggest forget that I forgot. 36 Chev pickup. Okay. I had put a frame under that, a 4-wheel drive frame, and well, when this truck, when I got it, I think it was brought to my place on a trailer. The cab, fenders, I don't know that I even got the frame. Anyways, make a long story short, this was a basket case, with 36 Chev, but all the glass was in the truck, and wasn't safety glass though. But anyways, I put it all together on a 4-wheel drive frame, and I had a Go Fast engine in that. It was I think 10 to 1 compression. It had the racing everything. I had a racing clutch in that, and that was fast. I could spin the tires for a block in 4-wheel drive. That's fast. In those days, eh? No, it was, it pulled good, eh? I got a decent price. I built that truck. I spent all of a winter building that truck. And come spring, I went for a few rides, and the novelty and the thrill was gone. I guess I had burnt myself working on that truck, just building it, eh? And I didn't get no buzz out of taking it out for a drive, so I ended up selling it. I got a decent price for it, and that's it. My daughter, she made me think of that because she used to, I think I just took her out for a few rides. She used to like, she was just young, I guess 4 years old or something like that. And she used to like going out for a ride in that truck. But I did away with it. Hey, I don't have a more place. This spot here, my truck parks in the next door. My wife parks there, and that's all the space we have. So I couldn't have a space for another vehicle unless it slept outside, and I don't like to make my vehicles sleep outside. Anyways, so that's it, friends. See, I had forgotten. It's incredible. Eh? I was in a hurry to tell you guys about all the trucks I own, and I forgot. Well, the 36 was that was a biggie, eh? Well, it was in my book, anyways. That was nice too, eh? It was candy apple red, the color I had painted it, eh? It was a nice truck. The looks of it, eh? Anyways, that's it. See, I had forgotten a little bit. That's blame it on AJ, I guess. Okay, that's it for this one, folks. So make sure you stay tuned and give me a thumbs up. Then I'll know you watched till the end. And we'll see you in the next one.